Hey, hello, and welcome back. Today we're gonna continue with our missions for the scientist. And as you might remember, he was in hibernation for, I think, the last 2 episodes. I did most of the quests for the farmer, because that is the most boring quest chain, to be honest, in the game. So we're able to grow a lot of plants. Not all of them yet, but that will come later. So we're gonna see what the scientist has in mind for us right now. He has to speak to Atlas. He keeps sending us back and forth, which is not much of a problem. And we have the core removed again. So we receive some coordinates. I'm gonna fly right over there. It's actually not very far this time. Alright, I hope that's close enough. I guess it was a structure. Alright, well that's lucky. Yep, there it is. First learn a couple of words. Find out vocabulary. Let's see where that... must be up there. Bunch of numbers. So it looks like he went to another reboot. Well, let's see what he has to say. And we finally learned the circuit board that we can then give to our overseer. If we can make it, because it requires a lot of plants. First I want to see if we can make that circuit board. So we need a heat capacitor and a 45. Okay. 45, but we need 100 cactus flash, 200 star bulb. And the heat capacitor we cannot make yet. Okay. So that's very likely something the scientist is going to give us as soon as we finish the next quest for him. And he wants a Corvex conversions cube. I'm not sure if I have them in stock. Unfortunately not. But didn't he give us... Okay, so it's in another system. We can teleport right there. That'll speed up the process. It's apparently in that system here. You can see that by the little icon for the scientist. So we got the coordinates. Alright, here we go. That is some weird animation. Is it some kind of... Oh, it's still adjusting. Okay, that's kind of strange. It's a little bit of a walk. Well, that looks like a real fancy building. think we have to blow up the door. Couldn't take a longer way around, of course. Yeah, we have to blow up that door. Alright. And the fun thing is, if you stand inside, then they can't find you. At least, that is my experience, and I hope that's gonna hold true right now. Sometimes they even fly in, like right now. And sometimes they even will bump into you, but they cannot find you. Thank you for proving my point. It's very bizarre. Okay, so we get a conversions cube. We can go back to the scientist. That gives us a little bit of money. Then we have something else that we can open here. And that was basically all that we needed to do here. Very simple. Alright, here we go. It's gonna give us some blueprints. There's the heat capacitor that we needed. And I'm not sure. I think that might have concluded. Yes, that concluded actually his quest chain. So now you can once in a while talk to him, and then you can give him some data for planets or from minerals, and he gives you a couple of nanites. So it's not really spectacular. Now, of course, the interesting part is that we can craft a circuit board if we have the resources. So we're going to check on that. First of all, we need a heat capacitor, frost crystals, and selenium. Yeah, that's also the other thing. I need to find my the right container for this. Okay. Frost crystals, selenium. Okay, that looks like it's enough. Then we need one polyfiber. Did I scroll past it? Ah, there it is. Cactus and stubble. Okay. We definitely have enough cactus, and we have no stubble. Alright. It took a while, but the overseer is finally going to get a circuit board. There we go. This is really handy because now we can actually install the Galactic Trade Terminal in our base. And that allows us to sell items and buy items straight from our base. And he's asking for a Gravitino ball. And that is not going to be a problem because the farmer has taught us how to grow that plant. Just have to find it. There it is. So they all kind of work together. And this is pretty important because he gives us the cadmium drive that allows us to go to or travel to red stellar bodies. And you also get one that allows you to travel to the green ones and the blue ones. You actually have to, as far as I know, you have to research those yourself at the anomaly before you can do so. But this is really important because at some point we do have to travel to all these different kind of stellar bodies and star systems. I think he's going to send us on a mission where he wants Mornite. Right, so that is not going to be an issue. I'm not sure if I showed this thing up. I spoke about that before. You can build those, well, let's call them autonomous harvesters. Can't find it, but and depending on where your planet is located and what type of planet it is, they can actually, in this case, he can pull material from the atmosphere. And in my case, if I put fuel in here, then I would get radon. So I can put some in there. So that's going to take a little while. And then whenever you visit the base, you can pick it up. And it's, in essence, it's almost like a free resource because carbon, well, carbon is easy to get. Oh yeah, we're looking for Mordite. I think it might actually be in here. There we go. That's not a lot. How much did he need? Okay, that's enough. Then we also needed some wire looms to install that drive. Let's first go to the starship, install that drive. Right. So that's all working. I'm gonna move these. Always make sure that they are linked together with the, you can see that by the border is going to turn the same color. If they have a mutual beneficial effect. Okay, I wonder what he's going to do with the Mordine now. Okay, let's give him Mordite. He's going to give us some schematic. Ah, okay. So he gives us a schematic to get the last staff member, the Exocraft, well, technician. That's going to be the last staff member that we get, as far as I know. And also to craft the geology cannon for the multi-tool device, but I normally don't build that thing. It allows you to excavate a lot faster, but yeah, I just never built that thing. So, of course, you have to immediately unpin it, otherwise it's going to keep bugging you forever. And now I have to find a spot. Office, and I can actually put it there. There we go. And as you can guess, we need to find an Exocraft technician. So in this case, he's hanging out in the lounge. And the Exocraft technician is going to be a Viking. And to be honest, most of this dialogue is it's kind of cute ones, but yeah, they all talk similar, and there's not much point to really go into it. He's very excited, and as you might have guessed, we have to go back to the base now, and he will start bombarding you with missions. So we're gonna start with make a start with his missions this episode, but it probably will take a little bit too long. I probably will need another episode to complete it all. First thing he wants us to build is a roamer geobay. It's called something like an ATV. an all-terrain vehicle. I hope I have the paraffinium for that. We'll find out soon enough. Yes, we do. Okay. We have plenty of flat area here, so that's all fine. Okay, let's see if we can actually... Oh, there it is. Okay. 5 metal plating. We'll plop that one nicely over here. That will complete the mission. Then he wants us to install an Exocraft radar that will help us locate. Let's see what it actually says, because I thought it actually would help us locate certain buildings. Okay. I don't have the materials on me, otherwise I wouldn't make a door on the other side by now. Speed it up a little bit. Okay, so now when you actually have another tab here for Exocraft, and you can install it here. We need to make one microprocessor. Let's go to Exosuit. Those. One of those. And then we can complete it. So in case you're wondering, you can drive around in this thing. It's kind of like a, although there's an ATV slash Jeep. You can kind of drive around. It's not super fast, and that's why a lot of missions I will still use my spacecraft instead of using the Exocraft, even though the mission is kind of made for you to use your Exocraft. I'll just use my spaceship. Right, let's see what he has next. That's a cannon. That will give us some firepower. And he has discovered that there are some sentinel depots on our planet. He wants us to go find one, blow it up, and bring him some resources that he needs. And in this case, he wants Pugnium, which we should have stockpiled. So you can skip that whole mission. Let's see. Yeah, we have enough. Mounted cannon, is that what he wants us to do? Oh, maybe he wants us to scan first and then say that he wants some resource. Let's see. Or is he going to give us coordinates? Yep. Because now he... Yep, he wants us to find materials, and that's a Pugnium, which we already have. So that's an easy turn in. And he wanted actually 100 gold on top of that, which we also have. Then he's teaching us how to make a boost, makes the vehicle a little bit faster. He's going to send us to a location right now. Yes, he's going to send us to a location because he wants to find out what happened to his family that he left behind. And he wants you to install the booster because you need to really hurry to get there in time to get that message. and wants us to reach the terminal. I think I actually have to go first in the craft, and then it will show me. Let's see, where's it at then? Yeah, I don't see it. Now it's probably gonna update. Ah, okay, the terminal is over there. And it would be very tough to use that vehicle here with all these mountains. That would be close to impossible. I would never make that in time. So, spaceship it is. Here it is. Yeah, so it would be very difficult to get here in that Jeep. I honestly think it would be impossible, because this is the hillside here. This is just, yeah, I'm not sure if that would even be possible. But anyways, let's retrieve that message. They knew that he escaped. And what happened is they basically killed his partner slash consort. And we have to basically relay that message. And that also teaches us the Exocraft mining laser, which is similar to the multi-tool laser. So you can actually mine while being on your Exocraft. Goes a lot faster at some point. Goes really fast. Let's see if there's anything to loot here. Some nanites maybe. No, I can't activate this. Oh, okay. Alright. So now we go back home and tell them the bad news. Let's make sure that we first select the quest. Now we can talk to him. So we can say that we did not, but we'll just be honest. So yeah, we'll be honest. He wants to be left alone, but I don't think that takes long. No, that's like 5 seconds. So he has changed, of course, mentally. And he wants us to build that mining laser. We'll do that, and then he will have another blueprint for us. Let me think as to what material is going to be needed for that. I should be able to reach it from here. Mining laser. We need some magnetized ferrets. Magnetized ferret is the double E, or the double plus. Let's do that. I don't think I can reach the Exocraft from here, can I? Nope. So a little bit closer. There we go. Now, it's nice to talk about it, but I do feel like I should really show you how that thing goes in case you're not familiar with it. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can actually drive up here. We'll find out. Oh no. I can jump to, I think. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. So now I can mining laser. I guess they don't give anything. So you can see how fast it goes. It goes really fast. It's just that the vehicle is really slow. But for mining purposes, this thing is great. Alright. And it's actually fun to drive the thing. I mean, animation is really good. They did a really good job on this. I'll just park them here. So at least you kind of see what the thing does, and you're going to get some other Exocraft vehicles. Yep, we built a laser. So now he gives us another one. The Nomad Geobay. I'm not sure if he's going to force us to build it, because I normally don't build that one. I don't think he's going to force us. I think he's going to need a resource. Very likely pure ferrite. Got a magnetized ferrite. What does he need? Oh, yeah, well, we already have that on us. Okay. He's asking what he was like before he wiped his memories. I would say that he was more insulting. And he says that I'm a pathetic interloper after all. And the fight key, not kind of funny. Yep, we got it on us. We'll give it to him. And then he gives us an improved radar that allows us to see more building types. And that is actually really cool in the game, that you can then actually pinpoint what type of building you're looking for on the planet. With a signal booster, it normally gives you a random building in the area, so you don't know what you're going to get. But with that booster, it's way more accurate, way more focused. Right, what does he want now? He's always chuckling, it's always funny. He wants us to put that. Okay. I think we have all the materials again. Just have to craft some plates, I think. As you can tell, I have no sense of direction, so no cloud. What there it is. Let's build that radar. He wants 2 microprocessors. Well, I can still start it. Up. Exosuit. And at some point, you learn what is needed to make a microprocessor, because you do it so often. Now I have to double check to see if they actually have an effect together, these two. They do, they have a little border around it. Always important. And this is the boost. This is the engine, and this is the mining laser, so I'll just separate them. Yeah. Alright. Now to go back to our Viking guy. Okay, a little chat, and then he wants to talk to him again. Yep, we installed that thing, so now he's gonna give us some, I think, some weapons or something. Okay, he wants nanite clusters. I think we have those on us, of course. We'll just wait. Oh, he's already ready. Yeah, we have nanite clusters. I know this is not very exciting, and that's why also part of the reason why I clicked through the conversation much, because it's really not essential to the game. The blueprints are, the exocrafts are, and in a way very essential to the game, especially the one of the last one that you're gonna get, which is a whole mission chain as well, which is really cool. Really took me by surprise when they introduced that thing. because I hadn't expected that would be part of the game, but yeah. Okay. Let's see what he wants to do now. We have to go to a monolith. We have arrived at the monolith. Let's park down here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit that whole tree there, of course. Ooh. Whoa. That's close. How close is that? That's not bad, actually. Okay. Oh, interesting. We've been here before. Really? Yeah, because the stones are activated, so we've been here before. We were here for the scientist. I guess it's a multi-purpose building. It's a little bit of the history of the Viking, and they're fighting. Null is one of the Viking heroes, and that's why he sent us here. Because he's gonna give us a blueprint that has to do with Null. It's basically a vehicle that he supposedly has driven in his time. So he has the impression that something was serving him, but he can't really pinpoint what it is. And we're gonna go back to the technician. Let's see what he has in mind now. So he gives us the Colossus geobase schematic. And that is a really big vehicle that has really great scanning capabilities. I think I have the resources to actually craft it. Let's see what if he actually wants us to craft it or not. Yes, he wants us to craft that before we continue. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to leave it here. It has been a long episode. I tried to speed this up as much as I can, this whole quest chain, and we're not nowhere near done with the Exocraft guy. And I will continue that in the next episode. So, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.